Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I got up early to try and get ahead of the traffic, and there's an accident, unfortunately, about 2 miles ahead of me, so I'm in stop-and-go traffic to pick up my brother to go down and work on the red brick house for the day. So, when I thought I was going to be about a half an hour further down the road, shit happens. I've been sitting here thinking about the whole Michael Irvin thing, okay? The way that this was brought to us as sexual assault. Immediately when we first heard the allegations on Michael Irvin, sexual assault, an image in my mind was, thinking about Mike Tyson's case that happened. Something happened where he's in the room or, seriously going through, something, sexual assault. After seeing the video yesterday, even if we say worst case, Michael Irvin was trying to proposition her. It's crazy because today, in this world today, is so different than what it was growing up, where it used to be you actually had to talk to somebody to convince them to go out on a date with you or to get with that person. And now we're in the age of people sending, private parts pictures and stuff back and forth on the internet and so on. And it's even a different world where people just hook up. Okay, back in my day, you didn't just hook up and just sleep with everybody. Usually you dated for a while, and the whole world is just kind of different. I am so happy that I am not in the dating world or having to go out and try and find somebody. The world is kind of crazy, and between seeing all these videos on YouTube and TikTok where, guys are being claimed to be a creeper, because he glanced your way, and they're literally looking for guys and trying to set them up. And it's kind of crazy because you're doing these gym workouts that you're posting out into the media to get a reaction. You have to understand that it's not all, only women are looking at you working out. It's guys that are checking you out in the outfits that you are wearing in the compromising positions. And so when you're screaming about a guy who's watching, who might glance at you at the gym, who's in the gym working out, and he's looking, maybe he's looking at what's the next exercise I'm doing. Or maybe he is looking at you. You are putting this out here with stuff that literally these tights are like skin. But be that as it may, it's a different world. But looking at this situation where they call it sexual assault, the NFL allegedly sent investigators to look at the video, talk to the alleged victim, right? And made their decisions that he is guilty, right? But without talking to him at all. Okay. My question is this. Jerry Jones is now, during the same time frame, this zombie case of being accused of sexual assault, has now able to go forward as of like February 27th or 28th. And Jerry Jones is accused of kissing and aggressively grabbing a woman without her consent. Now, I don't know if Jerry Jones did or did not do it. That's not for me to decide. That's for the courts. But allegedly, there must be enough to take him to court for this action, which means there had to be some kind of an investigation or enough probable cause to be able to bring this to court. Did the NFL investigate that one? Because if you're looking at apples to apples and say Jerry Jones is going to court for sexual assault, here it is, Michael Irvin was not being brought to court for sexual assault. You have a videotape where he touches her elbow and shakes her hand. He didn't slap her on the butt. He didn't grab her in the boobies. He didn't try and kiss her. He didn't try to grab her. He loses his job. Jerry Jones is still out there making deals. This is what bothers me here because, people will see what they want to see. And I have people that are literally, he's guilty. He's a sexual predator and this, that, and the other. He had a conversation in the middle of a lobby with an attractive woman. And you can, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe things are different now in the Me Too era, but if that's sexual assault, then we all better be careful out here, because having a conversation and trying to pick up somebody, trying to get somebody on a date or whatever, literally is now considered sexual assault. But it's only for certain people. Now, the thing that I find interesting too, going back to all of the gym creeps. The gym creeps are only creeps if they're not attractive. You know what I'm saying? You notice how if a really good-looking guy sits down next to you, smiles at you and says, "Hello, what's your name?" It's like, "Ooh, girl." Now, if a guy who looks like he doesn't have a lot of money, maybe he's not attractive, maybe he's not in good shape, oh, he's a creep. Double standards? Yeah. So, with the NFL supposedly investigating this and passing on to NFL Network and ESPN, Michael Irvin being guilty. How come there's nothing here with Jerry Jones? And I'll even give you another one. If you want to me, in my mind, sexual assault was what Pat Mahomes' brother did in that bar, to the bar owner, where he grabbed her around the neck, pulled her around, and kissed on her. That, to me, would be more like sexual assault. You tell me. I can't define it. I can't define it. I don't think looking at that you look at that and say that deserves Michael Irvin being suspended from his job. It's just not enough. But again, we'll find out what the courts have to say now that it's being moved to Arizona. I'm curious if in Arizona it will have the urgency that it had in the Rocket docket in Texas. This may be something that goes on for quite a while. We may not see action on this. It may be drawn out because, again, it's not Texas, it's Arizona. We'll see what happens. I'm Mark Holmes, and hope you guys have a great day. It's kind of chilly out here this morning, 29 degrees. I hope it warms up by the time I get where I'm going. Let's see if I can ever get through this traffic. Have a great one. Peace.